much, Mr. Raimi. Now I give the floor to Mr. Nasser Boladai, Baluchistan Human Rights Group. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, dear Charlotte. Thank you for organizing this meeting, and thank you for all of you being here today with us to listen to our situation in Iran. As was mentioned here, that well, all of the from national minorities, what they face, we face in Baluchistan. But Baluchistan has every group has its particular situation when it comes to separation that are happening in Iran. But we Baluch face not only those separation when it comes to the health, to the education. In education, actually, the Baluch, I think this is about more than 100,000 Baluch children doesn't have access to the education or to have access even to the school. And more than 100,000 of the Baluch people doesn't have even the national identity. Iranian government does not give them. So those children doesn't have access to any kind of education, and the families doesn't have any access to any kind of services or healthcare in Iran or in other services in that country. Another problem that we Baluch in Iran face, it's well, physical security. As was mentioned with the Kulbar, we have the Sukht Baran who go and sell diesel in a black market, and often they are shoot to kill for them. And this is something that happens every day sometimes, or every week. It's something that continued. As was mentioned in the execution, the Baluch and the Kurds are two national minorities in Iran that are affected much. In each year, since the inception of the Islamic Republic, most of the years, we cannot say all the years, but we Baluch make up about 20 to 30% of the education, of the execution in Iran, while we Baluch in Iran could be about 5 to 6% of the Iran population. Of 90 million, it's about 5 to 6 million are Baluch or less. And that's one of the things. And as we can see it, we think in Iran, it's a plan. It's not something that started the Islamic Republic of Iran. It started previously, but it's continuing. This is to the destruction of the Baluch as a nation, breaking this, the society of the Baluch people. Because they want, Baluchistan has a geopolitical situation where it's, Iran has access to the ocean and to the sea is from Baluchistan. And as they think it has been expressed by the many Iranian ministers that Baluch happen to live in a strategic area. They should not be there. Simply for them, we are in the wrong area of Iran. They want to either to migrate us or to change the demography of Baluchistan. And this is part that they have been doing. And this is something that even was mentioned some years ago by the Human Rights Watch, that the Iranian government, since the annexation of Baluchistan, they try to make sure that Baluch region is divided between the different provinces. And there is no access between different cities. And way and road, it should be like that, that there should not be access between different parts of the Baluchistan in different provinces like Hormozgan, Khorasan, Sistan, Baluchistan, and Kerman, so that the people have difficulty to communicating with each other to be weak. And this was one of the plans, that Baluch should be kept weak because they thought that Baluch will fight for their independence. And as we have seen it during the women life freedom movement, again, there we saw that Baluch and the Kurdish region were two regions that the highest number of the killing peaceful protests happened. And the Baluch was as given the population, again, we had the majority who people have been killed in those demonstrations. And in one day, only 100 people were killed. On 13 September that we are now approaching to that day. It's time to remember those people that gave their life. And those people, not only that they missed their life, but their families are still being threatened by the Islamic Republic to keep them silent, not to talk to anybody about their situation, what's happened after them. And many of those people that were killed, those didn't have any status in Iran, no kind of identity card or no access to the health situation in Iran. So they have to be somehow in the margin of the society, somebody, a doctor or somebody have to help them. And here we have to remember a doctor who tried to help them, Ibrahim Rigi, he tried to help those people, but he was arrested and killed under torture. So there is even no this kind of possibility for the people if you want to help them, even they kill the doctor who tried to help them. This is what the situation. And from our perspective, I know it's very difficult to say for many people to understand, but we think in Iran a kind of genocide going on against us, Baluch, because they're creating all the circumstances that Baluch should disappear from their region, either migrate from there, and they bring other people from Iran. We are not against anybody coming to Baluchistan, but I think the Baluch culture and Baluch language should be respected. Everybody is welcome to Baluchistan. I think the city like Chawar, which is now maybe 200,000, they should come to 20 million, because it's a region where everybody says that it has a potential to be a very large city. Everybody should be welcome there. But there should not be like that we Baluch should adapt ourselves to them, be it Persian, be it Swedish, or be it American. They should adapt themselves to the Baluch, not we. We have to respect their culture, we have to respect their language, but it should not be like that they should rule over us. And that's the problem for us in Iran. And that's what we say, that because there is a government who wants to change it. Actually, the situation for us in Baluchistan, you could see it kind of it's a colonization from the Iranian side. It is both imperialism and colonization, internal imperialism, kind of colonization. They have, for instance, the development authority for the Chabhar or for Jask, two cities in Baluchistan they want to develop, and particularly for the interest of the Chinese, because they have this Road and Belt Initiative and the Silk Road Initiative. And there, in those authorities, development authorities, there is no one from Baluchistan. All of them from outside Baluchistan. And they are not based even in Baluchistan sometimes. They are based in somewhere else. Even agricultural authorities that they want, because Chawar itself is very interesting because it has fertile land. It is a city near the ocean. At the same time, there is water near the sweet water, and they want to create agriculture. But the agriculture authority is also not in Baluchistan, which give the land to other part people that come and take over the land for the agriculture and this kind of things. So this is what we have facing in Iran, and particularly for us, the concern as a Baluch is that we ask the international community, it is to pressure them to stop the execution, because the execution affects the family very much. Majority of the people that they execute, they use the drug trafficking. Actually, many of them are not drug traffickers. They're simply arrested because they are Baluch. And they use the drug trafficking in Iranian constitution or Iranian law. It is not, it should be sentenced to the execution. But they do it mostly against the Baluch, some other national minorities too, but mostly against the Baluch. It is one of our concerns, and we would like the international community to pressurize them to stop execution and these extrajudicial killings. I mean, if somebody has to smuggle something from here to there, actually, they have no other job, because there is no other job. If you doesn't have any status, you do not have any access to any kind of education, you do not have, you find anything to survive. And then they kill them. It's actually the Revolutionary Guard itself distribute those petrol or gas in the region to go to Pakistan, to Afghanistan because of the sanction and these kind of things. But those people get some of this in their hand and they try to sell it inside, and then they try to kill them. They fire to kill them. Sometimes they are burned in their cars. These examples happen every day, and sometimes they survive, but their all bodies, they cannot work anymore. And these are the situations that we would like the international community, particularly to pressurize Iran on these 2 points, stopping the extrajudicial killings and the execution. We know the rest. We are all fighting for the education. We are all fighting for our other rights. But I think these 2 are the most important thing that affect us very much as a community and as a people and as family. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boladai.